All right, next up, you guys, we have an update from WarePlai. We've got Noble Drakoln sent me a video, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that up here. Whoop. And give this one a share. Here we go. Hey, Noble.
Hi, cool people. This is Noble from WarePlai. Wanted to give you guys a shout out. I haven't been on the boards and I haven't been marketing and messaging because there's one thing I wanted to do, and that's get to the finished product. Now, first and foremost, just want to let you guys know, alpha is coming. Couple things that I want to prep you guys about though. Number one, this is not the full game. It is the alpha version of the game. So, two updates. Reign of Cthulhu, alpha is coming. Hangry Beasts, alpha is coming. We actually have finished compiling today the Android version, and we're testing two other markers, two other images for Hangry Beasts. And for those people who did order early, thanks so much for your patience. I tell people all the time, we are a startup and we're learning as we go this whole brand new technology. But I'm going to tell you this, we are at the last mile of this whole thing, and it's going to be in your hands. More importantly, for those people who got involved with Reign of Cthulhu, multiplayer has been one of the most toughest things to do and get it right and get it simple for you guys to have two characters to battle each other. But we are there. So give you a heads up, we are now finishing up some of the last tweaks on the alpha version, now finished games. There's no music, there's no real fun gamification of play, there's no bells and whistles. This is just functionality for both Reign of Cthulhu and Hangry Beasts. And we will be back next Thursday to give you guys full details of when shipments of shirts will start going out for Reign of Cthulhu first, and we'll be telling people how to download or how to get their access to the software for those people who did early order for Hangry Beasts for the alpha version. Now, what we're expecting for Hangry Beasts for those people who get their next shirts that are going out will be a beta version, which will have some of those upgrades we're talking about. So which will have the music, some more of the gamification, the visual elements that we want to add to it. So thank you guys for both supporting us, bearing with us, and being there for us this whole entire time. I'm also going to post some messages up on Kickstarter directly for those Cool members who don't come on Cool all the time. Thanks so much, and I really appreciate you guys. I'll be back on the Facebook threads beginning next week. Bye now.
Wow. For those of you who don't know, those are two games that he just talked about. They are augmented reality games that are going to be so incredibly fun and exciting. And wow, they're in the last mile. And can we just mention that was like a 2.5 minute update? Is that what that was? Wow. He's rocking. That's exciting stuff. Awesome, awesome.
Also, guys, real quick, last year on National Comic Book Day, a bunch of people had a great time going to stores and getting stuff done. Me and Noble have had conversations. We are going to begin to plan this year's assault, but this time you'll be going with working games, and you'll have both games to show at the events that we'll have for National Comic Book Day. So going to be another great time. So there's going to be sales points and there's going to be branding and marketing points. But think about this. You're demoing two games with two different pools. So I guess we'd have to give you points in two different projects for going to one location and showing people both of those games. So that's going to be pretty cool, guys. Lots of great stuff going on. How many people other than me are pretty excited about listening to some of these projects? I know some of you guys were sitting back going, what's going on? Man, we haven't heard from this person or that person. And all of a sudden it's like, boom, boom, boom. Oh, by the way, we sold a couple hundred. Oh, by the way, we did this. Oh, by the way, this happened. Oh, by the way, this happened. Guys, it's just absolutely incredible. And I got to tell you, I know a bunch of stuff that I can't even say here because they have put a gag order on me for, because they want to, these inventors, they want the show, they want to come on and talk about their own stuff. But Lots of super exciting stuff happening in the background, guys, with a lot of the different brands and a lot of things that you've been a part of. And I know, it takes time to make this happen, but I got to tell you guys, I'm going to say this. There's not a single person here on this thing or part of this community that would have had the opportunity to be involved in this many projects in any other form or fashion in their lives to be able to be a part of something like what we're doing. The relationships built with the owners, the inventors that are starting this thing, and the CEOs, the relationship between each other. You guys see them collaborating. You guys heard Joy Lynn, right? She's not just going to the event. Hugga Boo Boo's right there with her. Our inventors are saying, hey, let's help build these other brands. And so, just the thought of being involved. I want you guys to do an experiment. I want you to sit down, somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, just call them up. When they say, what are you doing? I want you to have a list of every project that you're in. And real quick, I want you to give them like a 30 or 45-second pitch of each of the projects. Just go down the list. So, like you're in Reign of Cthulhu, you're in this one, you're in this one, you're in this one, you're in this one. And then after you're done reading off all of them at one time, like if you're in 12 or 15, or maybe some people are in all 30 or 40 projects, right? Just do that. And you haven't talked to them in a long time, and see what the reaction is at the end of it. It will either be like, oh, sure, like kind of like, yeah, you're full of it. There's no way you're doing that much stuff. Or they're just going to be speechless because there's no way. They don't have a life this exciting. They don't have this much great stuff going on in their lives. And that's exciting to be a part of it, guys. And then when you add into that, and I know you guys don't get them like we do. And of course we don't we don't share them out because some of them have personal information in them. The lives that you guys are changing every single day with this, guys. I get the text every single week. At least a couple people text me, or we get emails talking about how this is changing their lives, bringing hope to them. We just had one where they came and said, hey, my relationship has improved dramatically because of being part of this and being involved in this. So there's just tons of great stuff happening. So you got all this excitement going in your life, all these cool things, and then you have this ability while you're doing that. And then remember, kind of it's probably just a small thing, but you have the royalties that are going to come, right? Because you can't have all this exciting stuff happening without there being money behind it. And the money comes, and so you get the royalties. So you got the excitement, you got the royalties. And then right underneath that, right? Or maybe it's in between it. Maybe it's like the filling on a cake, right? It just makes it perfect. Or maybe it's the icing on the cake, as they say. You are having a dramatic impact on hundreds, if not thousands of lives. And if we keep this going, this collaboration, this what we're doing, where people get around here and they can't help but to do it, and we just happen to create a model that's so successful that we then just start to pour over with this collaboration with what we're doing. And then all of a sudden, instead of just the 60, 80, 90, 100,000, however many there are in cooler brands, all of a sudden another 100,000, another 200,000, another million, and then another couple million. All of a sudden people start catching on to this. And instead of competing and trying to crush each other and out for themselves, they start to figure out ways to collaborate in their communities, in the cities, in the states, in their countries. Imagine, wait a minute now, so you got all the excitement, you got all the royalties, and you impacted people's lives, and then the impact of that life rippled out across this planet. How could you live a better life? How could you ever believe that that could have happened by buying a Vibe bottle or a Helix or an Abbey or a Donovan shirt and sharing on Spotify, right? Wait a minute. I can change the world by downloading a free Spotify account, and by 3 or 4 times a day playing a person's album, I can change the world? Well, first of all, you definitely changed Donovan's world. You're part of the project, so you'll change your world. And I'm telling you guys, we can go beyond that. We can change the rest of the world. It's here. We're seeing it. We're meeting with people right now that are sitting down and looking at what we're doing and going, holy man. And before they say, man, that's a great idea. But now they're seeing the results of what we're creating. And so the validation is there with the results of what we've created. And that's the magic. And tonight we are going to roll out something, guys. If you're on here going, I just don't like to influence, I feel uncomfortable. I'm going to recommend, after we roll out what we're going to roll out tonight, push yourself to get uncomfortable, guys. Because that uncomfort for the next couple of months, getting uncomfortable and achieving some success and goals, and you have a community behind you that will help you in any way possible to help you achieve those goals. We saw it on the last MIB3 where people were giving away people they were bringing in to other people, right? If you engage and you show that you've got heart and you're going to do it, the people here will do whatever it's possible to hopefully help you make that happen. And no matter what, every single thing that we've set, whether you succeed or not, you already succeeded just by putting forth the effort. Because of the collaboration model, it's when one win, we all win. And so simply by participating, you've already begun to win. Never mind the growth that you'll have by doing it, by pushing yourself and getting uncomfortable. So I don't know if you're ready, Corey, but to reveal, we said last week, guys, that, hey, I'm